hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Detroit Lions. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it's hard to register. While we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs, that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Tiger, Ric Flair. 76, tell him. Value 3.
Goff now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, it got to him, so they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right, unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Goff off. A handoff here to Swift. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 3 brings up second down.
A quick throw there out to Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Extra point safely through. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 18-yard line.
Etienne up the middle. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The completion on first didn't get much, and the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
On third down, here's Etienne. They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Jaguars 7. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Hey, 76, 12, 12, 12, super, hey, shell.
Throwing again on second down. Goff. And Shark calls it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Gone. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Williams will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Williams again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Here we go with Williams. And this time he is in. Jamal Williams, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. McCann's got it teed up. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way that pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there is he rifles one, it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense at a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence forced out to his and the pressure gets to him again.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
This is caught. It's Kirk. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Fielded at the 33. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And some room to run now. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
We're good. We're good.
Back to throw. Gone. And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Go.
Now a give right side Swift.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Goff. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. So he stopped for no gain. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
That's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well at most.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Hockenson crossing the middle and bringing it in. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. Oh, nice move. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
From the 22, Lawrence. And he's got his man on the out route. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now Lawrence.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Lawrence will throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Although a jet sweep to start the drive. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Jameson Williams
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
McCann's got it teed up.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now
his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Goff. It's complete to Williams. And some room to work. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As the season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Super one. Shout. Hurley.
Here's Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Lawrence from his end zone.
This complete to Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down just shy of 40. And able to find Kirk complete. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Jaguars. Had the option to hand that one off and run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And the lead down to 20.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Play action. It's gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football, and this is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hell, you won!
Goff now looking to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 20 line.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Flip! Flip! Go! Go! Go!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
Hold on.
On 2nd and goal, Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
McCann's got it teed up. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
You see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
They'll start on the ground, Etienne, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And the big fella stumped that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has a real priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Etienne once more.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, left side. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne,
an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Jags get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And the lead down to 20.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter, and this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
We go.
To throw again on second down. Goff. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, 76. Maverick. 4 down. Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dewan Smoot getting in there, recording the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line.
The Lions take over first down and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And now the rookie's free. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit.
That is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
McCann's got it teed up.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over first down 10 at their own
line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st down, gone. And that's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
That's going to be caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. DJ Chark, 27 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
McCann's got it teed up. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthinking. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly...
And he's he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Aiden Hutchinson, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Fourth down, here's Lawrence.
A desperation heave for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts.